keep up with this. Okay, this hatchery just finished. I'm going to start a queen from it, make a couple of overlords, transfer some drones. And if you don't know how I'm going from hatchery to hatchery, I have it control grouped here, so I just have double click 4, double click 5. So it's at this time you kind of have a lot of hatcheries you're going to be under control of. I'll get this one to 6 obviously, so 4, 5, 6. But also, okay, so hold shift, click 1 right here. Hold shift, click your other one, and hold shift and click your last one, and then control group that to 0. So see all this? I have 23 larvae in all. And I want to make them all into Zerglings, because I just want a bajillion Zerglings so I can just demolish everyone. So I'll press 0, S, and then just Zergling. Zergling, 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 Zergling. And then click them all in one spot. And all of these will hatch into Zerglings, which will go to this area. So we're about to get like a buttload of Zerglings here. So that's just some suggestions for hotkeys you can use for Zerg. Just keep it up. Go in the sequential order 4, 5, 6, and then your next one will be 7, your next one will be 8, your next one will be 9, and then they'll all be hotkeyed to the 0 so you can control them all at once. And then you can quickly go to each one where you have to spawn larvae in every single base. So just make sure you keep up on that. You really need to do that as Zerg. You need to have a kind of a high APM as Zerg. That's one of the key things about Zerg is you have so much stuff to do. You kind of need to keep your APM up. Just by flying everywhere, seeing that everything's on time. You need to know when this larva hatches. And if you're bad at this at first, don't worry about it. It kind of comes in time, knowing when this larva timing is over. So don't worry about it too much. It'll happen. It'll come. And let's see some new units here. We have this infestation pit here, so let's morph to hive. Let's see the big guys. We really want the big guys here, because the big guys are awesome, right? Get some more drones so we can afford them. A couple more extractors. And then as Zerg, you want your upgrades, which I haven't talked about where they come from. They do come from the evolution pit, which it's at this point. I usually like to do it a little bit earlier, obviously. I like to get 2 infestation pits, sometimes 3. If you have the money, it's late game, and you haven't done your upgrades, throw it on 3, and you can upgrade 3 at once. These finish a lot quicker than any other upgrading structure. I don't know if you know this, but it goes down quicker than an engineering bay, I'm pretty sure. Or it's about the same time, but, you know, just so you know. And Hydralisks. Let's farm our Hydra Den. If you care about that. I mean, we can get some more Hydras if we want. I hit 0, so I want all of them. Go back, spawn everything. Get these drones in here. We only need 3. And then we want to check all of our saturation at all times, since once again economy is so important. Just flash to each of your hatcheries. There would obviously be more drones if you were playing seriously here, so you'd be so happy because you'd have a whole bunch of drones and your economy would be coming in like crazy. So here come more Hydras. They're cool little guys. They're kind of the brunt. Like, you need this in almost every build, the Hydra. The Hydra's important. They're really weak, but if their range really helps, you can have roaches in front. Some sort of tanking unit in front, and then these guys will be your damage dealers as they deal so much damage. They do 12 damage every 0.83 seconds and have a range of 6, so very strong, especially in numbers. You can take out almost anything as long as you keep them alive. So this time our hive is over, our hive is done, so I will be showing you the Ultralisk Cavern, and this is going to be the last unit I've shown you. I haven't quite shown you all of them, but I haven't shown you every unit that is for Zerg, but you know, you're just going to have to get on and figure all the units out for yourself, because I mean, what fun is this game if you can't experiment a little bit? And this is what I'm talking about. At this point you can be spreading out quicker. In a real game you'd be doing this a lot sooner, so you'd already have your creep probably infringing on his base unless he were to destroy it somehow, which he would need a scan or an observer to do so. Excuse me one second. Sorry, I had a cough there. So let's re-get some larvae in all these bases. And what the heck, let's just expand somewhere. I don't even care. Obviously, you'd want defense. If you're really going to expand somewhere, you'd want to move your units in position. And the Ultralisk Cavern is done, and this has an awesome upgrade. It's called chitinous plating, so don't call it shitness or chitinous or chutness or any mixture that's not chitinous. It's called chitinous plating. So many commentators don't know how to say it. It's not anything bad, but it's kind of funny when you hear people call it shitness. It's kind of foul too. It's funny. But anyway, it adds 2 armor to your Ultralisks, which is a lot of armor. It's more than 1 armor, which you get from just the normal Carapace upgrade, so always get it. You know, just remember that. Have that in your mind. You always get that. And he even does a cute little... I guess he's just eating. You know, that's kind of gross, actually. And get your upgrades going. You want to get them done sooner. Just showing you. But okay, we have enough money to make like 1,000,000 Ultralisks, and I'm excited. So we're gonna get as many Ultralisks as we can. And by 1,000,000, I just mean a top row, so 8. But 8, they're about 6 food each. Yeah, 6 food each. So I will get a few more Overlords so I can max out my army here, and then I'm just gonna push in and win pretty much. Cause oh, and here's a neat trick with your Overlords. Let me get all my Overlords to do it. If you ever need a really quick creep highway, you know, it's late game, they took out all your creep tumors, things aren't going your way, and you just need a creep highway, and you want to do it really quickly because it's so hard to just do one at a time and get them to poop that creep. Oh, it's the G is the hockey. Get them to poop the creep and move them all individually. So control click, you'll get all of them. Get them going, press G, get them pooping, and then press somewhere. Press somewhere you want one Overlord to be, like here. Okay, now that you've done that, shift-click the first guy in the row, and click the next spot you want your creep. And then shift-click the next guy, next spot you want the creep. Shift-click the next guy, next spot. Shift-click, click. You know, it's not exactly the fastest way in the world. Is he doing a drop? It'd be kind of funny if he did a drop here. He doesn't even know. It's about to get destroyed here. But anyway, the shift-click you saw. Just shift-click everywhere you want. I'll do more with these guys. Get their G button going. And they all stopped right here because this was the last spot you clicked. But click somewhere. Shift, click, shift, click. Get these guys. Move here. Shift. Oh, we still want one there. So shift, click, shift, click, shift, click, shift, click, shift, click. And yeah, so you have pretty much... our mineral field is depleted here, by the way. I don't know what's going on. He has like no units, so let's just 1-8 a victory here so we can get this over with. So we are going to go running in here. It's pretty much going to be a slaughter fest. I mean, he pretty much has nothing. The Overlords are spread nicely with all of our neat shift clicking, so keep that in mind. That's always a trick you want to know at Zerg. It's really nice to have creep spread. In this situation, they destroy your creep tumors, and you really just need that highway to quickly go somewhere. So 1A here. Gonna destroy this. He's gonna try and drop here. He has a Thor, and I don't know what he's been doing all this time. Obviously picking his nose because he hasn't been doing much. And yeah, we're just gonna destroy everything here. We have our big old Zerg army, and all they have is a medevac and some buildings. So boring. They haven't been doing anything all game. So we're gonna raffle stomp them, whatever that means. And yeah, that's pretty much it. Player 2 says GG. Hopefully, in a real match, you'll get them to say GG, or if you lose, you'll be polite and say GG as well. And that's pretty much a basic Zerg tutorial. I went over a lot of the units. I didn't go over Broodlords, Mutas, Corruptors, Infestors. I touched on them. You need the Infestation Pit to upgrade to Hive to get your Tech 3 units out. But other than that, I think I went over some key units, the units you will need, and I didn't go over any other specific build order. If you guys want another specific build order, just give this video good ratings and be like, we need a specific build order, Anthony, and then I'll totally do it. I know pretty much all the build orders for Zerg, and if I don't know the one you're talking about, I can just look it up or watch a player. Just send me a player review of a build order you want to see. I'll study it and do it for you guys. And yeah, if you like this, I have more commentaries on my channel. I'll throw a link to it here. But I usually just do procast. I don't usually do tutorials like this because, I don't know, I just don't usually do tutorials. Maybe I will in the future. But anyway, hope you guys enjoy playing StarCraft 2 and get online and start owning with Zerg. You're going to love it. See you guys.